What's going on, trainers? Today we're going to be talking about Alolan Marowak. Our favorite bone spinner is a fire and ghost type Pokemon. He carries 5 weaknesses, the most important of which for this cup are water, ground, and rock. He's got a handful of resistances and a handful of immunity tier resistances. The most important one there is the fighting type immunity, which means that he's going to be resisting Lucario's fighting type movesets quite a bit. His ideal moveset according to simulations is Hex for a fast move and a dual moveset and the charge moves of Shadow Ball and Bone Club. I think that it has a very good reason for being the ideal moveset because it's going to hit almost everything for neutral damage, so it has a slightly better average of matchups, while Rock Smash as its other fast move is going to give you a different set of matchups and is going to lose a lot of the other ones that he could potentially win with Hex. For example, with Rock Smash, he'll be able to at least tie Bastiodon in most situations, with shields and everything accounted for. However, he's going to lose the Altaria matchup, which he could potentially win with a Hex moveset. What this means for you is that when you're choosing the fast move that you want your Alolan Marowak to carry into battle for you, you need to analyze what his role is for your team. For example, if you want him to be a strong Lucario counter with a chance to win the Bastiodon matchup, you're going to go for that Rock Smash because it's going to be doing 4 times damage to Bastiodon, who is a Rock and Steel type Pokemon, both of which are weak to fighting type moves like Rock Smash. However, if you expect most people in your cup to be not bringing Bastiodon and to be bringing more Altarias to counter Lucario, then you're probably going to want to bring Hex. An important example that will show you exactly why you'd want to do this is because you're going to be bringing in a Alolan Marowak as a Lucario counter, which we've already said. What that means is most people are going to see that you brought in a Alolan Marowak knowing that they're going to lose that matchup if they don't have Shadow Ball. And even if they do have Shadow Ball, typically they're going to lose that too. So they're probably going to swap out to something that counters your Alolan Marowak. In most situations, that's a Bastiodon. Bastiodon can hardwall a Hex, Shadow Ball, and Bone Club Marowak, or at least come out very on top of it and not lose too much health or damage. So if you bring a Rock Smash Alolan Marowak to that battle, your opponent's probably not going to be expecting that, and you can at least tie that matchup without having to waste your shield. You'll only use about 1 shield and you can probably win. I have examples at the end here, so we're going to take a second to just analyze the stats on these moves, and we'll actually see the videos so you can see the damage output that Alolan Marowak can do on a Bastiodon. Rock Smash has a base damage of 9 and an energy gain of 7. It has a duration of 3, which just means that it takes 1.5 seconds for the animation to complete from the time that you tap your screen to the time that it's done. The damage per turn then comes out to 3, and the energy per turn comes out to 2.33. On the other hand, we have Hex. It has a base damage of 6, but because Hex is a ghost type move and Alolan Marowak is a ghost type Pokemon, it gets a 20% bonus called Stab or Same Type Attack bonus. That means that the actual damage that Alolan Marowak does with Hex is 7.2. You gain 11 energy per use, and it has another duration of 3, so 1.5 seconds. This translates to a damage per turn of 2.4 and an energy per turn of 3.66. And this all might be slightly off due to some conflicting data that I found between sources. I'm going to trust the data that I have because it was a straight Game Master pull. It might not have been updated, but I think it's more updated than the game info that the website that I was looking at had. Like I said earlier, I set up some videos for you that will show you exactly how much damage that your Alolan Marowak will do with Rock Smash and Hex against a Bastiodon, and I think it's the most important matchup, which is why I'm specifically highlighting it, because it's going to be the one that you want to consider if you're choosing Rock Smash versus Hex. So in the first video setup, we have our Alolan Marowak out front, and our opponent, Lady Lindsay Gray, is throwing out a Bastiodon. It's pretty powered up. It's going to be rocking Smackdown as a fast move. We have Hex. We get to that Bone Club within about 3 to 4 attacks, which is fast, but that 11 energy that you gain for each use is pretty impressive. We get to another Bone Club really fast before it's even down halfway. Fire that off and it does a bunch of damage. I did this one without shields, so you can see just flat damage if you were in a no shield situation against the Bastiodon. Again, we just used a shield there just to keep it up. We would have died there normally. We fire off that one, it still has a bunch of health left. It gets off 2 more fast moves and we have literally a sliver of health left. Alright, so now we have Rock Smash on our Alolan Marowak. We're going to go up against the Bastiodon with no shields again. So you can see we get to that Bone Club within about 5 to 6 instead of 3 to 4. But we've already done about half of its health and fast move damage. So now it's going to pop off a Stone Edge. We're going to shield because we don't want to die. And we're going to go for that fast move, and Bone Club again comes up. We pop it, and it's going to end the enemy without shields. Now I've set up a little bit more of a realistic scenario that you're going to come up in your Kingdom Cups, which is that some people have shields, or in this situation they both have full shields, so 2 shields each. We're going to be chunking away with Rock Smash. We're going to see how much that fast damage does when we're shielding everything. Get to that Bone Club, and they're going to want to shield this, because it would take 4 times the damage from the ground type move being a rock and steel type Pokemon. It's going to pop off a Stone Edge. We're going to shield that, because again, we don't want to die. We want to go for the neutral matchup here. We get the Bone Club again. They're going to want to shield it one more time. And we actually lose that one. But again, without the shields, that would have been a win for us. So we come in with the Combuskin and we sweep it away. Bring in a Lucario. That's now has no shields. It's much easier for us to win the rest of this match, right? The Flame Charge is easily going to knock this out. Lucario's weak to fire. And we didn't have to worry about that Lucario at all because we already knocked out all the shields on the Bastiodon. Now let's look at a more realistic scenario with the Bastiodon with the Hex, just so we can see exactly how poorly we would match up. We get to the Bone Club again in about 4 quick moves. Had a little trouble there getting to push the button, but we managed to get it. We just lost a little bit of extra fast damage. We're back to the Bone Club again, but they've already got a Stone Edge off. We have to pop that. Look how much health the Bastiodon has. We're losing this matchup extremely hard without Rock Smash. We get to the Bone Club, it's going to shield again, because it knows that it's going to beat us. It could probably get away with not shielding even. But it's going to want to shield one of these. It doesn't have any shields left for this Bone Club. It takes it, and it's going to knock us out before we get anything. We're probably not going to want to use a shield here. We're just going to let it knock us out. Alright, so I brought in one last clip here. I just want to highlight the power of Alolan Marowak. So we go in, we have a Dragonair matchup. That's really not an ideal matchup. I noticed that we're not going to win immediately. I have to pop a shield here so I don't take a bunch of damage from Aqua Tail, but then I quickly swap out to a Flygon. This match also is a loss, but I think that I can pop some shields here with Dragon Claw, so I use shields on Flygon here for a second, pop a Dragon Claw to maybe bust a shield on the Dragonair. They take it. So then I go again, we're going to try and get one more Dragon Claw in. Hopefully they'll pop a shield, because they know that they're going to win with Dragon Claw. They know that they have an ideal matchup against my Alolan Marowak, but then I swap in my Lucario. Again, bringing in a Lucario without shields is a really dumb idea, so they're going to go for an Aqua Tail here. They farm me for energy. I'm going to go ahead and knock it out as best as I can, get a power-up punch so that I have some extra fast attack damage on the next person that comes in. Unfortunately for me, it's a Blaziken, and Blaziken hard counters Lucario, a couple hits and he's down. I bring in a little Marowak, we have that charge move ready to go because I farmed the energy before the switch. Hit it with that Bone Club and almost completely knock it out. That Rock Smash gets enough damage in before it faints. I have some energy tent up for that Lucario that they bring in. Notice, again, I'm a hard counter for Lucario. They do not want this matchup. With that Rock Smash, I'm knocking it down before they can get to anything other than the power-up punch. They're hoping that it knocks me out, but no, that immunity to your resistance completely helps me. I knock it out with that Rock Smash fast move. And I think that shows the power of it. I should have lost that match hard, but I didn't. And that's all because, in my opinion, of Alolan Marowak. So hopefully that shows you the strength of Rock Smash on Alolan Marowak and makes that decision a little bit more clear about when you would want to use it. Again, I didn't highlight anything with the Hex because the Hex is the assumed winner for every matchup. But we would lose a couple of the ones that I highlighted with Rock Smash, and it would show you how much that you would win by. These are all my opinion. If you disagree, I'd totally love to hear in the comments. I know that my opinion is more on the unusual side. This is more of a niche pick than it is for a generalist pick, but I think that it does what I want it to do more than the Hex and Shadow Ball Bone Club would do on Alolan Marowak, for my team at least. Hope that this helps. I hope to make more videos. I'm going to maybe try and get a video cam going, or face cam at least. I want to at least connect a little bit better with you. But for now, I've got this microphone, and I've got my data, and I hope that I see you next time. But for now, I'm Clyfox. Thanks for watching.